Okay, Steve, I would like to know, is this your first time to be here or to conduct a training of NVC here in Kakuma?
No, this is not the first time. This will be the third time to conduct NVC training here in Kakuma refugee camp. The first time I did a three-hour training with young people from this refugee camp. They were mobilized, and we had it in one of the participants' homestead. The second time in April, I did a 5-day training with the young people here in Kakuma refugee camp. We were hosted by Somali Bantu School, and actually, based on that training that we had with the youth, the principal of this school, Somali Bantu School, requested whether we can have the same with the teachers. And I was so happy actually to do this, because my passion for NVC is geared more on the students and the teachers, because I believe they are more impactful in one way, because the teachers are handling thousands and thousands of pupils and students, and every year the new people are coming, new human beings are coming in as new students, and the students, when they go out with this consciousness of NVC, they go and get educated and go for further studies and start working with this consciousness of NVC. So this is the third time, and I foresee us having more and more opportunities to come and train both teachers and youth in Kakuma. Yeah.
Okay, Steve, I would like to ask, as you mentioned that it's not your first time to be here, and I would like to ask you, because for the first time actually you came to conduct a training here for NVC. Actually, most of about 50 young were turned up to attend that trainings, and after, actually those who have been trained, they went also. They are engaging now in positive activity with a guy called Ezekiel. So I would like to know, how did you manage to meet with Ezekiel?
Oh, okay. It's a very interesting meetup with Ezekiel, and which I always love. So I met Ezekiel 5 years ago or 6 years ago, and he was introduced to me by two of my friends, and we got to interact with him. By then he was in high school, so we supported him. We walked the journey with him on him completing his school, and then later he completed and was successful, and then he is now in the university. So that's how we got to meet with Ezekiel. And I'm so happy because this meetup and this relationship with Ezekiel is birthing very impactful things. Like, for example, what you're saying, we had a 50 participant training taking place in Kakuma. Before then, we had, I think, 25 young people got a 3-hour NVC introduction. And as you've said, I like the impact that the 50 participant training it has, because after I left here in April, there have been a lot of post-training activities, people meeting, the ones who are trained meeting, and like talking about the training and how impactful it has been, which is a very core thing in NVC. Like we call them when people come together and sharing and all that, we call them. The name is, I'll get the name. And then there have been tournaments happening, and there have been meetings happening with the people who have trained. We'll also have a 3-day training with the young people again. Maybe 20% will be the ones who had the training, and maybe the 80% will be new people. So I really like the meetup, how we met. I really like what this meetup is giving birth to, and I really like the kind of impact this meetup is generating. Yes.
Oh, okay, Steve. Actually, I have been following the page of NVC here at Kakuma, and also there is a post that the coordinator of NVC in Kakuma, Ezekiel, posted some few days ago, and actually the trainings of the teachers was supposed to start yesterday, but unfortunately, I hope it have already started today. So I would like to know, why do you think to have trainings of NVC with the teachers is very important?
Yeah, just have said, teachers are very special people in the society, in the community.
Yes.
And what happens with a child, most of the time, in their formative ages, most of the time the child is with the teacher, not the parent. And so the teachers need to have these skills equipped in them so that they can handle these human beings, these small, let me call them small human beings, in a way that when they release them to the society, when they release them to the society as doctors, as engineers, as drivers, as pilots, as whoever they want to be later in life, they are releasing gentle pupils and students and people who do not have trauma. Because most of the things that happen right now in your life and in my life, most of them are based on the childhood traumas. So if the teachers all over are equipped with skills on how to handle these children as normal human beings, handle them with care, handle them with empathy, listen to them with a lot of empathy, and appreciate that they have needs like any other person, like any other human being, and support them to accomplish and meet their needs and connect with them. I think in the next, the next generation will be generation of people who are very empathetic, people who are very caring for one another, people who are very considerate to one another. And also in the career field, you can imagine finding a doctor who is so empathetic to you, finding an engineer who is empathetic to you, finding another teacher empathetic to you, a driver and all that. This would be a beautiful place to stay in. So the reason as to why I personally think that teachers are more important in NVC spread is because they're handling thousands of pupils and students. They're also handling a multi-sectoral kind of, people. They're handling even parents, they're handling suppliers, they're handling the community at large. But most importantly, they're handling children who are in their formative ages. And we hope that as the teachers plant those seeds of education, they can also plant seeds of NVC and compassionate kind of communication, and with a lot of care and empathy. And these seeds are all watered. So that's why we concentrate more on the teachers' training, so that the teachers can have these skills and be equipped fully to handle the fellow human beings who are small and they are expected to grow and get out of the community as career people and professional people. Yeah.
Okay, Steve, here in Kakuma, we have so many schools, around 6 secondary schools and above. And I would like to know, are you going to train all the teachers here in Kakuma, all few of them?
So our dream and what we've been doing with NVC for Change and with the leadership of Kirsten and the team, we long to train as many teachers as possible. And also we long to have, I'll call the conveyor belt like kind of approach, whereby if a teacher is fully equipped and have the basic skills, can share the same with other teachers from other schools. But I believe what we want to do and what we envision is that we have as many teachers as possible trained on NVC, so that now this can be a thing that is all over Kakuma, for example, the Kakuma refugee camp. However, we also want to do, like for Somali Bantu school, to see whether we can be able to make it an NVC model school, that other schools can come and benchmark with Somali Bantu school, the way they treat their students, the way the paradigm shift of punishment to connection and care. So we would say 80% of the focus for now is on Somali Bantu school, and then we'll continuously look for another school within Kakuma refugee camp to now start embark on training. And probably maybe as we continue is to see whether we can have each school giving three teachers. You said there are 5.
Yeah.
So if we can have another training of 15 teachers from that, each school have 3 teachers representing the other teachers, and so now when they go back to their respective schools, they can also spread this gospel of NVC. However, this is something that we would really love to do and see like each school in Kakuma refugee camp have the skills and the consciousness of NVC.